Belgrade, Serbia, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in Europe and the world. The apartment I rented is situated above an Italian restaurant in the part of the city the locals call Dorchua, or something like it. I can never quite get it right. It is a very distinct Upper East Side New York vibe, the part of the city that people live in, with little cafes and restaurants that spill out onto the sidewalk. Over the past 2 weeks, I've been indulging in the simple fares that abound in places like this. Pizza, lasagna, powdered sugar beignets still hot from the fryer, dipped in Eurocream. Fancy juices, cocktails with fast women, loud music, and a carefree uneasiness that comes after being locked in quarantine during Corona 2021. This is the city of no fucks given, where everything is illegal and yet anything is possible. I joined a gym, a local spot where big men go to get bigger. I got a haircut from a guy whose dad used to cut hair in the very same store, making it a generational type haircut place. I go for runs, mostly through the fortress and surrounding gardens and parks, sometimes along the riverfront. It's a city I have visited often, a city that I love. I'm not much of a guidebook though. I can't tell you how old these buildings are or where they came from or what the fortress is about. But what I can tell you is that it's as old as anything needs to be. Any older, and it would be too old. Locked up at night like the Colosseum. Not this place. This is a place that lets you roam and explore the caverns and search for dragon eggs at any hour. Of course, this is not allowed, but if no one catches you, were you really there at all? Along the river is a series of boats called the Splav. It's a place where people go to drink and stand around and be boring. The drunker they get, the less boring they think they are, but in fact, the more boring they become. It's not really their fault, though. They don't have any other creative outlet for it. I told myself it was gonna be fun, and for a little while it was. Lots of shiny things to see. But even this giant bottle of vodka was not going to blunt the standstill of a party. It's like everyone was waiting around for something to happen. It never did. I gotta pull myself out of this spinning, godless downward spiral, back into the clean air above the clouds of my own emotional inadequacies. Okay, think. Maybe that's the problem. Too much thinking makes for poor drinking. Everything's a lie. Every time she talks, it's a fucking lie. Keep it together, man. You're here to have fun, to reconnect. Enjoy yourself. Boat tours. Yeah, let's try that. Boat tour. Never done that before. The boat tour starts on a park bench. A meeting point of wayward souls, people who know no one in the city and for 15 euros can gather together and see the city and all of its 7 bridges on a boat. To say the group was motley and unrepresentative of humanity's best would be a fair and accurate statement. The boat was called Gornjacha, which translated means turtle, but the bright colors of the turtle did not conceal what it was originally built for, which I cannot imagine what that could be given so many goddamn windows of it. Perhaps sightseeing. Who knows? The aluminum plank onto the dock and another one onto the boat. For 1 hour and 45 minutes, we would all be on this Gentile river cruise. It boasts views, a tour guide in English, and 1 shot of Rakija for everybody. I would later learn, however, that you could acquire an unlimited amount of shots of Rakija. Some of the other passengers learned this as well, and got quite blasted on the ship. According to Christina, the tour guide, they used to advertise unlimited Rakija, but drunk people would get entitled, and there's nothing worse than an entitled drunk person. And so now they say you only get 1, but they hand out as much as you can handle. And when the people start to lose control of themselves, they get cut off, with the tour guide simply saying, "You've probably had more than 1 shot. And we only guarantee the 1. After about 8 shots in 30 minutes, no one on the boat cares about the bridges, the views, the convergence of the rivers, the historical fortress, or the new development. 100 million, 300 billion, it's just a bunch of incomprehensible numbers. It's like saying there's 9 billion people on the planet, or there's a chance of being born is 1 in a trillion. Statistics are truly meaningless to the people observing them firsthand. At one point, the tour guide laid down the microphone near me after speaking about Adia, a man-made lake just outside of Belgrade.
One more point of interest for Adia. There's a nude beach there. A nude beach where people are naked in Adia. Worth a look. That's all I'm saying.
The sunset was quick. Over. Before anyone really noticed it. This was when the city came to life. It was time to say goodnight to the considerably more lively bunch of people we had come through the boat tour together, a brotherhood in Rakija. had been formed. I must learn more about this drink. This Rakija.